In the heart of the city, where dreams come alive, BWatts on the mic with that fire in his eyes. From the court to the field, every game, every fight, he's the voice of the struggle under stadium lights. He's seen the highs and the lows, the wins and the pain, every triumph and tear, every loss in the rain. But through it all, he stands tall, never backs down, with a heart full of love for this sports-loving town. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Every story, every glory, every promise we keep. From the love of the game to the struggles we face, he's the voice of the people in the sacred space. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. There's a love in the air for the game and the grind, for the players who hustle.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Sports Talk with BWatts, and I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Now, I'm on a live show. I got sponsors watching, and two of my co-hosts gonna say I didn't send the link. I sent the link yesterday. All they got to do is just back in their phone and check the link. That's JR Boxing and Uncle Steve. So what I'm about to do, I'm going to pause a few minutes. I know y'all just be patient with me. I'm gonna drop this link on them. And I see now I got to start sending the link to them 2 hours before the show. I see that there. All right. We gonna do that. Y'all be patient with me, all right? I'm gonna entertain y'all. Hold on. Let me get a video going up and I'll be back once I get them straight. All right. All right. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, appreciate y'all for being patient with me with that little difficulty. I'm in Brains, JR up. Oh man, I got a sponsor on and he coming, he got a hit rag on. I know I ain't gonna get that sponsor. this ain't no barbershop show. Man, what I told you, boy. Look at him, man. I sent you the link. You didn't get that link yesterday? Yeah, she did. Go. I bet you throw that in phone, you'll see it.
Nah, I didn't get it. I hit the last link that you sent to me, but that was last Thursday. I said, man, I got fired on my day off, man.
Man.
BWatts then released me, y'all. He put me in free. He put me in the transfer portal.
Hey, y'all. He come back with that skull cap or whatever he got on. He gonna put himself in there. What's going on? We waiting on Uncle Steve, man. I sent him the link, so we'll see if he come up. If not, we'll just rock out, my brother.
Absolutely.
You doing all right? Yeah, you had a good day today?
Yeah, man. Today was a productive day, man. I'm getting close to retirement from the Department of Defense, man. United States Air Force, man. I'm getting close, getting close. So I only got like 2.5 weeks left of service commitment, and I'm ready for retirement. Ready.
Okay, all right. What's going on,
What's going on, man? I'm back. I was all backstage and chilling, and you to myself, I'm waiting on, I'm waiting on me. I'm waiting on you. You waiting
Like
on
I
me.
say, go back and stroll through your phone
Hey,
from
we went.
yesterday.
BWatts, we went through this before, and then when I showed you after the show was over, when I clipped everything for you, oh, but I got no, you might have text somebody else because you know
Uh-huh.
your fingers get to walking. You text somebody else, but you didn't text. Had two people with two people wrong, but you right. Come on, make it make sense.
I'm gonna screenshot and send it to you.
And
So,
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
screenshot mine.
Send me my screenshot because I know I ain't get mine.
alright. Hey, hey, y'all had a good day though. See,
Had a real good day. Congrats to you, man, for the United States Air Force. You joined the greatest institution in the world because, I got a hat with that too. Thank you, that young fella. Thank you for your service.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, huh?
yeah, appreciate that, Jr. for everything did for us, man. Uh, I'm giving up everything 1st of June, my brother. If
Oh
not
yeah,
earlier.
I
What's going
feel
on,
that.
Trina? How you doing? Miss Selma Johnson, how y'all doing? Miss E. Willer, my newfound friend. Miss Phyllis, what's up? What's going on? Miss Nate O, Miss Crystal Wise Williams, appreciate you for rocking with us tonight. Tim, what's up, man? We in the house. We in the house. Appreciate y'all patience. Alan, what's going on, man? William Hopper said a new introduction is nice. Appreciate it, my fella. Appreciate it. Appreciate your kind words, man. The maestro, Coach Dre. Want to thank everybody who tuned in Sunday. And want to thank Coach Dre for sharing his personal experience with us. Appreciate you, Coach Dre. Mike, what's up, man? God bless you, my brother. God bless you, man. God bless. God do bless. FD, what's up? Appreciate y'all. We got a good show for y'all. We finna get in. SB. SB, they said thank you for the introduction that you made. It was all her. It was all her. It wasn't me, y'all. I just wake up in the morning and stuff just be there for me. BP, what's up? I guess Uncle Nita felt sorry for me over there. She's he told me, like, I don't want to call his name. He did say, but one I'm the I said, well, I got one. I guess he was saying, he told me to tell you, Uncle Steve, he don't know. I
Well,
ain't gonna
well,
get into
hey, 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 you must
that.
not have a big family because I got plenty of uncles.
He said,
My
you
mo-
are
my
so
my
welcome.
mother has 8 brothers, so we got plenty of them.
Appreciate it, SB. Yeah, I appreciate you. I really do. She said, you are so welcome. All right. The real, my favorite three, the hard way. Well, we finna come hard tonight. Y'all thought we forgot, didn't you? Y'all really thought we forgot? What, Black History Month finna go? Y'all think we ain't finna discuss this thing tonight? What? It's on and on and on. I don't see Lil Bucky yet, so we're gonna start with that. Him and JJ. All right, guys. Hey, topic of the show is wide receiver number one, Colorado wide receiver room. Before we talk about end players, let me know how you feel about the wide receiver coach that he had done, that he did last year, coaching that wide receiver room full of dogs, leaders, stars, Heisman Trophy he had to deal with. When you look at the wide receiver coach, Coach Phillips, let me know what you think of him, JR.
Coach Jason Phillips, man, I like it, man. I like his energy, man. I like how he communicates to the young men. He had them all buying in to one specific thing that I noticed throughout the year, and that was blocking. Like CU receivers, they could block their butt off for as many tunnel screens and bubble screens that they ran. Those receivers really bought into blocking. So I just like that mentality of it's easy to just show your natural skill set of running and catching the ball, but the intricate details of football, one of those is blocking. And I like a receiver that can get out on the edge, hold that block, make plays for their other wide receivers, for their other counterparts. So Coach Phillips, man, Coach Jason Phillips, salute to him, man. Because that's the big thing. You don't get that a lot, especially in college football. You don't get a lot of receivers that block very well. But one thing we were very successful at was those bubble and tunnel screens, and that's due to the coaching style of Coach Jason Phillips, man, and how he got on those young men when it came to blocking for your teammates. They did a hell of a job doing that.
He's a coach's coach,
Mm-hmm.
and I say that by this here. He got young men who had a lot of individual goals that they wanted to achieve, and they committed to the team concept instead of the I concept. All that other stuff, it's beautiful. He has a very complicated room because if you look at it, other than the quarterback, them receivers are divas. And when you dealing with divas and all of them think they NFL bound, which they are, he has a room in which he's creating. You got the Heisman Trophy winner. You got 3 other guys that's still gonna be headed to the NFL with them. So that's four receivers going to the NFL. 4. And that ain't counting the ones that's behind them that's going to the NFL. So with me saying that, I'm saying this here. All those people had to make a commitment and had to be selfless in order for the team to succeed. If you looked at it, not only were those 4 individuals prepared, what I like about Coach Phillips, this tells me whether or not you can coach. It ain't the first group, it's the second and third group that came in there. When they lost 4 receivers, they really lost 5 against that Kansas State game. They lost 5 receivers. When you lose 5 receivers and they still had an opportunity to win that game with losing 4 receivers, well, 5 because Timmons got hurt too. So that's 5. With that being said, I'm looking at it as this way. And Miller got hurt and the rest of them, Jimmy and Travis got hurt in that game too. So you had, and even Shepard was hurt. His ankle got jacked up in that game too. With that being said, I will tell you this. I submit to you this. That's greatness. The people behind you are prepared and ready for war. And he does that excellent. I love his demeanor. I love the way those young men learn. I love the way they go out and execute. I could care less about all that talking. They execute, they produce, and they're winners. And what I love about them is this. The next group is ready to do even more. So get ready. Congrats to you, Coach Phillips, for being such a leader, a man amongst men, and coaches amongst coaches, and keep doing a great job. Back to you, BWatts.
Okay. Appreciate y'all talking good about the coaches. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing more often. Start to show off with the coaching, the position of the coaches, because I know some of them be tuning in and they might not watch live, but some of them do come back and watch the replay from what they told me. But like I said, tonight we're gonna get ready to talk about the wide receiver room in our first block. In the second block, we're gonna talk about Coach Andre Swayze, the strength and conditioning coach, coming down the stretch for the strength and conditioning program. I know we don't talk about it before, but we're gonna keep talking about because that's what they really got going on right now. And we're gonna talk about the combine with Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter getting ready for the NFL draft. And then we're gonna hit that Black History Month. Let the fellas get off whatever they want to get off on. And hey, got a surprise for y'all tonight too in a little video that I'm gonna do for Black History concerning the music department. All right, all right. Hey, JR, I'm finna start this thing off. You ready? Well, I'm finna cut up. You hear me? Hey, look here.
I'm ready.
Before, now y'all know I got to hurry up and get off. But hey, boy, watch out, man. I want to watch the Dallas and the Lakers game. I ain't worried about the team, man. I gotta watch the Dallas and the Lakers game. Cause Kyrie finna put on a show Remember what I'm telling you that. Now I was gonna do a show on Kyrie Monday morning, but my job called me in. I said, "Dang, couldn't do the show." But anyway, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Hey, I'm doing a show about K Salter, Jet K Salter. I don't care if he don't start or not. I'm gonna, boy, you listen here, y'all. I'm gonna show out. You hear me? I'm gonna be that drunk uncle at the party. You hear me? Yeah. I'm gonna have me a good drink. Woo, boy, you look at here. Little Buck. Just long you show, little bucket. Little bucket. Man. Here we go. I don't want to start. Let's go. Here we go. We're going to talk about the wide receiver room. Now, when we talk about this wide receiver room, chat, want y'all to participate along too. And the ones who don't participate, we appreciate you. And the ones who going to watch this show after the replay. Check this out. Now, when I give you mine, I'm not saying this is the order Coach Prime and the football team going to go. I'm just talking about the way I would go. That's mine. Now, how Steve and JR give you there, that's on them. I'm just telling you how I want to go because I'm not an insider. I don't know what's going on. I'm just telling you about what I don't see and what I think going to happen. All right? Coming in at number 5 for me. Y'all going to start at number 1 and work down or start at number 5 and down?
Go 5-1.
5-1. All right. JR think he the boss of this show for some reason, Steve.
Look, you just asked me a question. I gave you an answer.
I thought he would have he the last one to join us. He ain't been here about 2 months.
Let me let my do-rag out so he can know what time it is.
Hey, Steve, he showed up with a do-rag. And I'm doing a live show, got sponsors watching. They already done told, man, that's all right.
Hey, BWatts, he babysitted it this week, and they done made his head go bald. So that's what it is. Hey, wife let him take care of the kids for one day, and he got to wear a do-rag.
Nah, I gotta get my waves back. I grew my hair out, so now
better get him a 99 cent. Better get him a 99 cent raise like I do. That's the easy haircut it is. Hey, coming in at number 5 for BWatts. Hey, here it is right here. Let me explain it to you. Zach Atkins. He's a tight end, but I think I'm going to classify him as a wide receiver because when I read on the internet, in high school, he was a wide receiver, but I guess he got bulked up or whatever. He turned into a tight end. He's 6'4", 240 pounds, but what I don't see lately, he got to weigh more than that. Ain't no way he 240 pounds after what I don't see and what Andre Swayze is putting on. He's from the Northwest Missouri State College. 247 Sports rated him the number 12 tight end in the transfer portal. He got 2 years to play at CU. In his 3 seasons in college at Northwestern Missouri State, he caught 30 passes and 4 TDs, right? Now, in his high school season, his final year, he caught 80 passes, 1,100 yards, and 10 TDs. I think Zach Atkins on my list is number 5. I think he's going to have a productive season. Because when I look at the film of the quarterbacks, that's Junior Lewis and K Salter, they love their tight ends. They threw the ball to their tight ends a lot. And I looked at his stats, and I'm going to share more stats tomorrow with K Salter on how many times he threw to the tight end. So I believe he's going to have an outstanding year, and he's my number 5 wide receiver on the list. Go ahead, JR.
Interesting pick. I like your pick, BWatts, as far as Zach Atkins showing some love to the tight ends. It wouldn't have been my number 5 pick. My number 5 pick is Terrell Timmons, man. Started off at North Carolina State. Really, it's right up the road for me here in Raleigh. And I like Terrell Timmons' ball action. I like his speed down the field. It's unfortunately throughout his collegiate career he hasn't seen a lot of the field, but I could tell you as a redshirt freshman here at North Carolina State, when he had opportunities to receive targets, he did the most with them. Very explosive at North Carolina State. I believe his receiving yard average was up around 15 yards, receiving average. And I think this year he's going to have that opportunity to, one, be a leader in that wide receiver room, and two, get the targets that he has been seeking throughout his collegiate career. So my number 5, although BWatts, I like your number 5 pick, but my number 5 is Mr. Terrell Timmons Jr.
Good pick.
Well, I
Ain't
like
no right
y'all
or wrong now.
picks. Yeah, I like y'all picks. Other than when we said receivers and Mr. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm gonna pick a tight end over there. You know, that's fine when your name on the show, your name on the dough, you can do that. My name ain't on the dough. My name just beside the dough. So since my name beside the dough, I'm gonna pick a receiver.
Time out. We in this together. Ain't no me. This the JR. This the JR show. This the Stephen Woodley show and BWatts show. On
Now,
Sunday night,
now,
it's
now, now,
the
now, now,
Sunday night show
when you
is
go,
Coach Dre's show. Thursday night is Greg's show. I
hey,
got
hey,
my shows on Monday and Wednesday. You want to see a
hey,
show? Show it tomorrow night.
hey, hey,
I'm gonna give you a show, big dog.
hey,
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 you want to see a
JR.
show? Hey, I'm gonna come in tomorrow night. I was trying to say this video. I went to the concert about 2 years ago, JR, and Ricky Rose. This part of my Black History thing, but I'm gonna come in tomorrow night just like Ricky Rose. I'm gonna have you see that man with the microphone. That's Little Bucky tomorrow. Little Bucky with the mic. Yeah, we gonna get to you tomorrow, big dog. Go ahead, Steve. I ain't gonna interrupt no more.
Well, we know that ain't. We know you're gonna interrupt. But with that being said, it's this here. The only person that go cash them checks is BY. So when you cash the checks, it's your show. I ain't cashed one. So until I cash something like cash money, until I'm cashing something, I'm just visiting. With that being said, let me go to my number 5. My number 5 is gonna be Cam Michael. And the reason I'm saying Cam Michael, my number 5, I got to be able to trust you. I got to be able to trust you. And what I mean by trust you is this one here. If you don't have no numbers, I can't put you higher than everybody else because they have proven themselves. They have put themselves up there. See, what everybody else is going to do, they're going on potential. Potential's in the graveyard. That's what potential at. Potential in that graveyard. I got plenty of people potential in the graveyard. I'm talking about productivity. Until you produce it, I need to see time after time. I need to see that you done it at this level. Then I'm going to say to validate. When I go and look at look at things, I look at your productivity and ensuring that saying, hey, you have proven yourself worthy of getting to this level and this spot. So for me, Cam Michael, the good thing about it, he can go from 5 to 1 because he has that kind of potential, because he can put up those numbers. But for right now, I'm going with 5, and the reason I'm going with 5 is because of this one here. He has not provided the proven and have the production at this time to put him higher, but he does have the potential to be higher. So that's why. Back to you, BWatts.
All right, hey, we want to thank Black Jack Pizza who sent me this in a letter out of Colorado. They going 40 years strong. That's Black Jack Pizza. They are the official pizza of Colorado Buffalo football team. So if you're in Boulder, Colorado, stop by blackjackpizza.com. All right. All right. Steve just gave his number 5. But he started off, JR said, if you hadn't produced anything, he ain't finna put you on there, but he put somebody who's injured at number 5. Back to you, JR. We ain't gonna get him tonight. Come, coming in at
Y'all
number
something
4.
else, man.
But y'all
Y'all
hell, but
something
I'm
else.
saying, coming in
Y'all
at my
love
number
taking
4
shots
is
at each other.
Draylon Miller. Listen here, Draylon Miller. He's number 4 on my list. Here's the reason why. He caught 32 passes last year, 277 yards, and a total of 3 TDs. Average yards per catch, 8.7. Draylon Miller is 6'1", 195 pounds. Look at him. Draylon, I think, reason why I don't have him at wide receiver, because I think, just me thinking, I don't know for sure. I think they're going to use him all kind of ways. I think he's going to be able to run the ball in the backfield. I think they're going to throw it to him out of the screen, how they kind of used him last year, because they have so many speeds to wide receiver. They're going to have to make room for him to get on that field. Quinn Gibson is not on my list, but I promise you he's going to get that field. Farrakhan, X, Adrian Wilson, those guys got talent. Caleb Mathis, in order to get him on the field, somebody got to come off. A running back gonna come off. Draylon Miller gonna move to the backfield. It's just me talking. Don't know. That's how I would use him. So that's why I got Draylon, because he's coming back. If you really look at it, the wide receiver room, he's the only proven one that's coming back on the team, really. That don't had a lot of that not had a lot of playing time other than the transfer. Joseph Williams, Draylon only got the most experience. And I kind of had him up there higher, but I got some dogs, just straight out dogs in front of him. So he's my number 4 wide receiver, JR.
Yeah, I like your number 4. I like Draylon Miller. My number 4 is Coach Dre put it in the chat. My number 4 is Cam Michael. That was Unc Steve number 5. For some of the same reasons. A little bit of the unknown, but I'm excited about the unknown. What I do know about him is that the boy is fast. The young man is fast. And so I like that component. I like the speed component. As BWatts has shown numerous amounts of case salsa footage, that deep ball. They all think the deep ball coming. And if that deep ball coming, it's going to go to Cam Michael. He's going to be one of those young men that's going to be able to stretch the field. Probably one of the faster young men in college football altogether. But I think a lot of the deep shots will be targeted towards Cam Michael. I like his size, and I like the speed component. The speed component is something that we need with the rest of the crop of wide receivers that we have. So I like that, and I hope that they highlight his electrifying speed, his talent down the field by taking several deep shots a game. You know, I'm looking for like 3 or 4 for him to get targeted around 3 or 4 times on a deep shot. So Cam Michael, that's my number 4 for the wide receiver room. To you, Uncle Steve.
Well, I appreciate that, Mr. J.R. Box, and I like that. I like what Mr. B. Watt said also. So I'm going to put my number 4 as Draylon Miller. I'm doing Draylon Miller because I already know Draylon Miller is going to be that possession receiver. He should be
Right.
the one that's going to move those chains. He's also going to be interchangeable. He should be in the backfield with a running back, and they should be doing plays with him out there, putting him out, using him as a receiver, but out of the backfield. But you can do so many great things with Draylon with him. That way you can always keep 4 receivers on the field at all times if you're doing that. Or with him, you can say, hey, you'll have a tight end, and then you'll have Draylon out there as an extra receiver, but you can put him in the backfield, put him out there on the edge. Either or, he's an outstanding young man. He's smart. He is tough. He's physical. He's versatile. He's proven. He put some very good numbers up, considering the fact that 32 receptions for 277 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's awesome. That's awesome
It
for a
is.
freshman. That's
It is.
awesome for a freshman. And his confidence is going up. If you look at him on the videos and everything, his confidence is getting sky high. He's elevating himself in the room. He's getting more respect. And what you're going to see from him, you're going to see a different type of Draylon this year, more confidence. He's going to be more settled in the offense, and I think for him, his productivity is going to get up. And what I also like about him, he's durable. He's a tough kid, man. He's tough, physical, and I look forward to great things for him. Congrats to you, Draylon Miller. Keep learning, keep your head down, and don't put yourself out there on buying dogs and let folks get you like that. Back to you, BWatts.
Oh, man. Duh. He always throw them shots, want me to come high, man. Thought let JR come high. Hey, coming in at number 3 on my list, Omarion Miller. Yeah. I know. BWatts, you just did a show. You had him at number 1. Well, I had to change it up. I ain't want to do nothing what JR got. JR, he think we don't forgot that he lost 4 games in a row in that college football, and he want us to listen to him. Nah. Hey, reason I got Omarion Miller number 3 on my list. Last year he coming off an injury, 6'2", 195 pounds. Look like he done gained a little weight. I believe he in that 210 range now. The way big he look. 10 catches, 216 yards, 1 TD. But the most important and intriguing thing, this dude was averaging 21.6 yards per catch. Now, I don't know how healthy he's going to be. That's why I kind of knocked him down. Because if you remember, come in a little bit closer, Jay. I want you to hear this. Everybody in chat, y'all come in a little closer. The reason why I got him in at number 3. If you go back and watch the videos, Omarion Miller on Reach the People and Well Off, he was in the sandbox. I don't know if y'all caught that part. Working out, and we're moving kind of slow. And then when I look at Jordan Seaton in the sandbox, boy, he was over there cut up in that thing. Now I don't know about y'all. Have y'all ever walked on the beach with sand? Boy, it's slow motion for me. But to see Big Jordan Seaton move like that in the beach sand, boy, and then I compared that to way over moving. I said, I don't think he's quite that healthy yet. That's just me. And they never show him in the video running. I don't see him lifting weights. I haven't seen him in the video running full speed. I haven't seen that. Maybe y'all have seen it, but I haven't. And that's the reason I kind of bumped him down from the number 1. I don't know how good his health's gonna be. He's coming off a broke ankle in Kansas State. Now I'm not saying he won't be able to perform, but I don't think he'll be able to perform right now at that number 1 spot. Go ahead, JR.
That's interesting take, BWatts, man. Look, shout out to my boy O, man. Look, you're gonna get your love, man, because you way high up on my list on BWatts list. I don't know what BWatts think. But and shout out to BWatts in his list, y'all. Look, my number 3 wide receiver is Draylon Miller. Look, a lot of the things Uncle Steve and BWatts already talked about with Draylon. I'll just expound on one thing. The young man is a gamer. He is a gamer. He knows how to play the game of football. Swiss Army knife on the field, can be used in multiple positions. But when he's in that game, he's looking to make an explosive play. You saw it against Utah when he caught the ball, broke the tackle, stiff-armed the guy, got in that end zone. He's a gamer. I love the young man's drive. I love his mindset to want to be great. And I love how he kind of taking a leadership role in that room. You see a lot of times when they breaking down the receivers, he the one in the middle breaking down the receivers and things like that. So Draylon Miller is my number 3. And like I said, I like his drive. I like his determination. And to answer the question in the chat from Ali, they wanted to know who my number 4 was. My number 4 was Cam Michael. That was my number 4. But Draylon Miller, my number 3. To you, Uncle Steve.
Well, I appreciate that, sir. My number 3 is somebody who runs the receiver room, who they look up to, and that would be Terrell Timmons. I'm putting Terrell Timmons because what y'all need to realize this one here. that Salt need to trust somebody. Salt need to know that this person here is going to run that route correctly. Salt needs to know that every time I go out there, this person here is not going to put me out on a limb where if I throw that ball, I ain't get no interceptions. And I think Timmons is going to be that person for him. He's going to be his blanket. You need a blanket as a quarterback. Normally, it's a tight end. You have your number one receiver, but I think that's where Timmons' role is going to be. I ain't gonna say Timmons is gonna be a superstar, but Timmons is gonna be a blanket, and that blanket is somebody that he knows. Worst case scenario, when I need 5 or 6 yards, I can hit Timmons, and Timmons is gonna make this play for me. And you have to have those individuals. And also, what he knows is this one here. Timmons is gonna mentor the other receivers in that room to keep them professional, to keep their heads up, to keep them focused on the main thing. Because when you have a room that is young as their room is, you can get somebody coming in there thinking about themselves, and you're going to have a receiver to say, slow down, young fella. That's not the way we do it at CU. This is the way we do it at CU. We had a Heisman Trophy winner. We had 3 other guys who went to the NFL, and they all went because they were selfless. They stuck with the motto of team, and they were dedicated to the team. So I think he's going to be valuable. He's going to be invaluable, really, because he's going to be doing all the dirty work for everybody else. So for me, I'm going with TNT at number 3. And BWatts, let me tell you this: we don't take sand to the beach, young man. When we go to the beach, we don't take sand with us. Back to you, BWatts.
Oh, I tell you. Let me drink my drink. Well, video. I was trying to behave. Got a video I want to show you. I was trying to act right. He won't let me act right, y'all. Let me show him this video. Turn your TV off. Turn your TV off. Don't want to hear my take. Turn your TV off. Turn your TV off. Come back home, JR. Come back home. Hey, here we go. Number 2. BWatts, number 2. Joseph Williams, 6'2", 195. Transfer from Tulsa. Caught over almost 600 yards in pass and 5 TDs. 19.6 average per catch from Tulsa last year. And also, he was named AAC Freshman of the Year. Tall, got long arms. I believe he coming in as the most experienced for his playing wise at the wide receiver position in a game than anybody on the roster, because he was a starter last year. And man, the way he be moving, my concern with my head at number 1. He just ain't got that speed. So I looked at where Will Shepherd was. I said, who could fit that mold better? Joseph Williams, Farrakhan X, not Xavier, but Omarion Miller. And I had to come back to Joseph Williams, JR. I think he's going to be that wide receiver X starting out the year.
Man, I think I got to document this time. I think this is the first time me and BWatts ever agreed on something. Golly, y'all. Hey, round of applause, man. BWatts got it right this time, y'all. Round of applause.
Yeah,
shout out to BWatts for getting it right. Look, I got JoJo Williams at my number 2 guy as well. In that American Athletic Conference, like you said, man, he was a stud. As a true freshman, he came in almost 600 yards off the rip, an abundance of touchdowns. The young man is a dog. He seeks the attention and he seeks the contact, and he likes to win. Not just win at his routes, but he likes to win at everything. And that's going to translate to winning football games. So JoJo Williams is my number 2, man. I don't know where they're going to have him at as far as like the X or the Y or anything like that. I don't even want to make that prediction and put something out there, and I have to eat my words later. But what I like about him is his determination and his want to. I can tell you this. He want to be the number one. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
all that's okay with me. So I
Yeah.
like that. To you, Uncle Steve.
Hey guys, thank you for that. I think y'all are trending in the right direction. For me, my number two is this is for the ladies out there. This is for the ladies out there. You show me a lady that don't love the big O, and I eat you. But that's another thing. So I'm going with Omarion Miller, baby. I'm going with Omarion Miller. That's who I'm going with. The big O. The big O. Ask him. You better ask somebody. And the reason I'm gonna put the big O is because of this one here. The big O, I know for sure he's gonna have two big games where he's gonna explode. He's proven it. He's proven that he's gonna have two big games, that he's gonna be the best player on the field. What I also have for him now, oh no, he's going on his third year, man. You ain't got too many more years to go. You ain't got too many to go. It's time. It's time. The excuses are over with. And what you also have now, you have a clean slate. You got a new quarterback coming in. You got two new quarterbacks coming in. And you also have the advantage. You've been in the system 3 years now. 3 years. 3 years. So no, nothing. This is your time. I see that he's putting the work in. And because he's putting the work in, that work is going to prove for him. And I also have this here for that gentleman. You got a coach. You have a offensive coordinator that with the potential that y'all have and the way he's going to scheme, O should be very successful because he don't have to be reading defenses too much. When they call the play, they're going to run that play, and that's the beauty. They're not going to be doing when we're in here, we're going to do audibles. They're going to run, when the coach called the play, we're running the play. And we're going to run it to the point like the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys called they play. When they say Emmett left, Emmett going left. Emmett right, Emmett going right. Emmett up the middle. Michael Irvin in the middle. Harper over the top to take the roof off the top. Jay Novacek up the middle also. So with that being said, O's going to be the man. And what we're going to do with O, we're going to salute him and say keep doing things and stay woke, baby.
All right. JR, you know that shot he threw in, then talking about this is for the ladies and the big O. He really don't think I'm a ladies man. What? You know I ain't finna let him get off on me when it comes to a lady. Shh. She sleep. Shh. Hey ladies, I got something for y'all too. Here you go.
Spotlights, big stage, 50,000 fans screaming in a rage. Bodyguard.
Hey, 50,000 people. He really thought he gonna throw a shot to the lady. He did it last week, JR. He did it last week. I don't want to talk to no hard leg. Where the ladies at? Boy, I was loaded. I knew you. I sought you up. I'm Stephen A. I knew you were gonna do that tonight. I said, boy, let me go find me Usher. Because I went to Vegas and saw him out there. I let my girlfriend go because I ain't want to go because he messing around and did what I saw on the internet. Boy, me and Usher been out there. Boy, that's my old lady, boy. hey, JR, Steve really think he's slick, man. He just don't know. He met somebody slicker than him. He don't met somebody slicker than him. Talking about the ladies. Here y'all go here. Everybody love Usher. Coming in at number 1. And BWatts, bam. Look at here. Only person on this team finna get out here and rock is gonna be Cal Mike. Listen. 6'1". He listed at 195. You don't see him in the video. Yeah. You don't see. Yeah. Suge Knight told you. Steve all in the video. Suge Knight told you. Get out the video. Suge Knight told you, did he? Stay out the video. This West, stay out the video. Cam Michael gonna be my number one. He might not be Coach Prime number one. He may not be Coach Dre number one. He might not even be J.R. Steve or Yo number one. He my number one. He not number one. He got the speed. You see how big he don't got? And JR, he's a Georgia boy. It's in your hand.
I knew he was gonna have to try to throw Georgia in there. That's why he put Cam Michael at number one, because he's a Georgia boy. That's the only reason why. No, shout out to Cam Michael, man. He that guy. He was number 4 on my list, but Cam Michael, he's still that guy. My number one, BWatts and Uncle Steve. My number one. Shout out to my boy O. Oh, shout out to my boy O. Look, it started off a little rough, man. That first meeting caught you lacking, man. You was in there, you know what I'm saying, taking a little nap or whatever. Coach Swayze had to put that fire on you, get you to stand up. But look, we see the production. We've seen it since he was a true freshman at the University of Colorado. I'm still waiting for Coach Prime to acknowledge, I don't know where I seen that at. I don't see it at practice. Man, everybody seen it at practice on the well-off videos. Come on, Coach. Come on now. The USC game was an explosion. Kansas State game was an explosion. He single-handedly, Shador, single-handedly brought us back in that Kansas State game. When the young man gets targets, he produces. So that's what I expect this year. I expect him to be fed the ball. I expect him to receive an abundance of targets. And I expect him to produce, because when he has had the opportunity to receive more than 5 targets in a game, we talking about almost 200 yards per game. So I'm looking for Amarion Miller to have a big year. You've seen the transformation in his body. Seemed like he got his mind right. Look, this is the money year for him. This is the money year. He get a big year, he can go to the NFL this year. Right. So I'm betting on Amarion Miller. It's to you, Uncle Steve.
Well, you a bad man. You a bad man. And that old Thriller over there, Michael Jackson himself, old Thriller Manila. But that's another. But my number one, I'm gonna take y'all ladies back. I'm gonna take y'all ladies back with my number one. You better give me some Jodeci. You playing us, and you better give me some Jodeci. Why you playing, Mr. Slick Watts? While you're playing, you give me some Jodeci, because y'all can have KC, but I got JoJo Williams. That's my number one. So let's talk about it. Can we talk? I really want to know you. And I'm going with Mr. JoJo with this one here. JoJo comes to this room with the productivity. He also comes to the room with the numbers. He has that confidence. And what I like about JoJo, people take that speed stuff. I have to talk to people. Speed. How many track stars in the Hall of Fame for the NFL? You ain't got too many track stars and receivers in the Hall of Fame. You got Michael Irvin's in there. I ain't never heard nobody say Michael Irvin was fast. But I always told them they gave him a nickname though. It was Playmaker. And Playmaker because he made plays. This is what I see for Williams is this one here. The reason I'm putting him number one is this one here. If everybody's saying O is going to be the man, if O's going to be the man and they're going to put all of this on O, that means O going to get double teamed. And if the man's going to get double teamed, whoever the man is going to get double teamed. And if O or JoJo is the man, they're going to get double teamed. And that double team, they're going to have to prove it. In order for them to get the ball, Pat Shermer is going to have a scheme. His scheme is going to have to be on point to put his receivers in position to be successful and put the team in position. Because what he needs to have is this one here. We don't need to have it as one person carrying this team. We need to have a group of receivers, at least 6 or 7 of them, getting a minimum 400 yards. And when you do that, that lets you know that you're spreading the ball around and the team is moving that ball down the field and everybody's doing their part. That's what I want to see. I don't want to just see one person get 1,000 yards, everybody else get 200. That's useless. I want to see people like Draylon had, where we're looking at it. Draylon close to 300 yards. He should definitely have 150 more than that, or 200 yards more than that. And then I expect Mr. JoJo. And when KC, ooh yeah, when they're doing that, I expect to see him on that field and in that end zone. And you don't have to be fast to get in the end zone if you scheme it right. And that's what they're going to do. He got to the end zone 5 times, 30 reception for 588 yards, and I expect them to see a whole lot more of Jodeci. Back to you, BWatts.
Well, JR, I would concede. I say I would, but I'm not. I knew he was going to come back at me. So I prepared for it. Because he get the last take or whatever we do. He told the ladies about KC. Then he ended with JoJo, which was a good one. I like that, Steve. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I like it. Ooh, yeah. But hey, once you get through ooh them yelling, I'm saying, baby, I just got home from work. Put on you a black dress and some black shoes with a red bottom. And we gonna do this. JR, you heard what he told him? He said, stop. Let me take a good look at it. Because you're all mine tonight. Steve, boy, I'm on your tail tonight, boy. You better, hey, I keep trying to tell you, boy, I'm the rabbit and I got the gun. And I got plenty more. See, it's a segment in this show. In the Black History Month, I know how you're going to come. And I got another one waiting on you, my brother. Hey, guys, you watching Sports Talk with BWatts. We just got through talking about the wide receiver room for Coach Prime at the Colorado Buffaloes. I think the last time I talked about it, I did a solo by myself with it. Thank me and JR, and also Greg did it, and Coach Drake did it also. So we're going to talk about the wide receiver room. We thank y'all for being patient with us on that. I'm not an insider. We just getting y'all our opinion. This is just an opinion-based show, and that's what we getting y'all. And we hope y'all enjoying the show as we go along. We try to add a little stuff to it. I do, really, because ain't too much going on. And I appreciate JR and Uncle Steve for going along with me, and appreciate y'all for putting up with us tonight. Once the spring practice starts, we'll get more in-depth of the team, and we'll have more content to present to y'all. But appreciate you, JR. Appreciate you, Uncle Steve, on that segment of the show. Let's switch over and let's talk about Coach Andre Swayze. When you look at Coach Andre Swayze right now, I think this is his third, maybe fourth week, and to see the progress that he's making. And I think JR said it 3 weeks ago. I think I watched that video. Yeah, I rewatched the show and I saw what you said 3 weeks ago. Coach Andre Swayze came in out hard the first time when he spoke. Now you're seeing building relationship, and the guys are more comfortable with him. They know what he expects. And also, you can see the team is coming more closer together. And I noticed, I think Greg said it, you don't hear no Shadua music, songs. You don't hear no playing going in that round in there. Uh, Coach Swayze will walk away and he come back and hit that corner. He saying, hey, y'all need to be in that rack. Boy, they running that rack. Boy. they, hey, I'm not saying they scared of him. They respect him. He don't earn their respect. Hell, I'm down here enjoying, got my respect. You know what I'm saying? So far, as you look at the strength and conditioning coach, Andre Swayze, I think that's the best hire right now Coach Prime did this year for that football team. But we'll have to see as the season go along, because I heard Coach Swayze say, I don't know a team in football come out and win a game when they first start. You have to get tired first just to see what you're made of. And in that fourth quarter, that's what we'll know what we got. So go ahead and talk about Coach Swayze one more time for me, JR.
For me, Coach Swayze, man, it's the level of expectation management that he presents to those young men when they're in the weight room. You'll hear him often tell them, like at the beginning, look, hey, look. This my best Andrew Swayze impersonation. Now look, like we only gonna do about 10 down and backs now, but if y'all want to fool around and not do what y'all supposed to do, man, look, we can just keep adding on to it. So I like the way he sets that expectation management. Look, this is what we gonna do. Y'all do what y'all need to do, and we out. I ain't finna play with y'all, nothing like that. We gonna do this, and y'all gonna do it the way y'all supposed to be doing it, and we done with that. So I love the expectation management that he has set for them. Another thing I love about it is the way he has shown his mastery skills to all of those young men, including Coach Mo himself. He's been doing this for a long time, ladies and gentlemen, a long, long time. We're talking about 15 years at the University of Miami alone as the strength and conditioning coach. He's coached Hall of Famers throughout his career. So he's been through the ebbs and flows of expectation management, how to challenge young men, how to get the best out of them in that arena, in that environment, in the weight room. So I love the mastery skills that he is using to motivate a skillful set of young men, and not just those football players. I'm speaking to the other strength and conditioning coaches as well, like Coach Mo. So I love the knowledge that he's dropping, man, and I love the way the team has responded to him, because that first show, wake up, had me perking up in my chair. I roll my shoulders back, made sure I was sitting up nice and straight. But I like that. I'm gonna get your attention. I'm gonna set the expectation, and he's been setting the expectation from day one since he's been there, and you see it through and through during the video. So I like it, man. I love the hire for Coach Prime, and I love it for the Colorado Buffaloes.
Well, you don't have to say that much about Coach Swayze other than buckle up. That's what you're gonna tell him, boss. Boss, when we do this, boss, this how we gonna do it, boss. Boss, this how we do it. This how we do it, boss. Now, when we come down that field, boss, and they get that fourth quarter, that's when I get excited. I don't get excited in the first quarter. I get excited in that fourth quarter, boss, when everybody tired and it's getting down to that game and it's mano to mano. That's how I do it, boss. You don't excite me in that first quarter. Just like BWatts sitting over there, BWatts tell you, he dancing in all videos, he down there twerking and we working. We get it. We get it.
Nah, I ain't doing no turkey.
He
Hell,
does some twerking.
hell no, I ain't gonna let you get that out.
You twerking. You
No, I
BWatts,
ain't
you twerking.
I ain't gonna let you get that out.
Hey, I'm getting it off. I'm getting it off while I can. The rabbit got the gun now. The rabbit got the gun and I'm shooting. But with Coach Swayze, I'll say this one here. Coach Swayze is the man right now for this here job. And the reason I say that, ask yourselves, who does Coach Prime trust with his boys? I'm talking about with 2 and 21. It's Coach Swayze. Coach Swayze coaching his boys right now, training his boys. So I'm like, that tells you everything you need to know. These boys getting ready for the NFL. Well, I'm just saying, hey, as far as if you saw 2 and 21, Swayze out there with them while they're doing their exercise and stuff like that, as far as training, as far as physical, the weights and all that stuff, and getting ready for the 40 if they're going to do it, the running around and stuff. And I like that. I like the fact that you also see with those young men, this is what you're seeing now. Coach Swayze explains why he's doing things. He don't just tell you to do it. If you looked at him in the last video, you saw my boy Wiggins lifting them 120s. And man, what people realize when you use them dumbbells, man, people tear their pecs and they always tearing something, man. Getting they rotator cuffs, they mess up because they go in there and they get them weights and their technique is not where it should be, and you're not using spotters. These guys, I'm over there looking at Lightfoot lifting all them weights, and thank goodness for Cash. Cash came over and did what he's supposed to do. You shouldn't be lifting 120 pounds each dumbbells by yourself. I know y'all some bad men, but when you get tired and that technique goes off one time, you're done. Your rotator cuff gone. Your pec is gone. It's just smart ways of doing things. And I like how he brought everybody together. It was a good teaching moment. He taught them and he explained to them why you don't do this and this is what you're supposed to do. That's teaching. He didn't yell at anybody. He didn't go at it. He didn't make anybody, go at them sideways. He just said, hey, you're doing a fantastic job. But when we're doing this as teammates, these are the things we should do. Because in the gym, we're supposed to get bigger, not hurt. We don't get hurt lifting in the gym. That's where you don't get hurt. And I also like when he explains to them, even when they go on and say, hey, do I need a spotter? No, this is what you need right here. The guy said, did he need a band on his legs? He said, no, this is all you have to do. He held his foot. You saw the other guy going down there doing the dips. But it all goes with telling these young men and showing these young men that, hey, this is the way to do it. And what you also have going for him is this. When you got all those yellow jackets he got, and you got those national championships that his team has, and you have the evidence, which is the proof that his stuff works. And last but not least, look at their size now. I'm looking at young men, I'm like, God, dog. I can Wiggins, I ain't never seen Wiggins look this big. Wiggins is huge. You look at Stoudemire. Stoudemire's a big boy anyway. Stoudemire came in there, he's a big boy anyway. Next one I'm telling you is this one here. You just look at him. Look like he put on another 12, 15 pounds. So, and I'm talking about good weight. Look at Draylon, see some cutting down and things. He's doing it the right way. What you also need to notice this one, BWatts, which is going to be the key. I could care less on how big they are, how disciplined they are. Right. Jumping off sides on first and third and 4, you're jumping off sides, giving a team a first down, losing the game. That's where we're going to see the big difference from Swayze. We're not going to be last in penalties. I think you're going to have it this year. We'll probably be in the mid-range, which is good. But if you get down in the top, if we get down to 1 or 3, you're going to win the division. But if you get in the mid-range, you still have a chance to win also. But I expect a big jump on that. So, BWatts, with that being said, Swayze is our man. We're happy to have him. He is a Florida boy. And back to you, BWatts.
Yeah, you're right, Steve. I was looking at that video. You also say, hey, guys, the best players are the hardest workers. And my best players, you need to self-police. Don't wait for me to correct them. Y'all correct them. In that 4th quarter, dude jump outside or you see him line up outside in the zone, you got to say, hey, get back, get back. Don't just let it. You got to self-police. You're right, Steve. I thought I was the only one watching. I know JR doesn't watch, but he'll send you a text, though. If it ain't on the flyer, I guess if it ain't on the flyer, he ain't watching. He'll send you a flyer in a minute. Don't care what time it is.
I'm retired, man. I be busy, man. I catch stuff like that, man.
That bad boy sent a text in a minute, boy. I said, oh, if it ain't on the Instagram, he ain't bucking. You better put it on Instagram. You want JR to put it out there. Hey, appreciate that on Coach Swayze, man. Like I say, it was a good addition. He just showed me a different side of strength and conditioning, man. Other than when I was playing in school, and that's been a while back. He done took that thing to another level. Another level. JR, I already know you on the internet. Boy, they trying to do my boy wrong, should do a sentence, man. I think what do the quarterback should do a sentence have to prove by throwing or whatever they want to do in this combine coming up? What else he got to prove? All his 4 years of quarterbacking is on tape. If you go out there and throw to an unknown, who gonna throw to legitimate? Who gonna throw to Will Shepard? Who gonna throw to LeJounte? Why ESPNs and other people are worried about why two ain't throwing in the combine? What he got the what he got the game from? Enlighten me.
I BWatts, I don't know. I mean, you swear that this is an unprecedented moment, like no other first round or top 3 or top 4, top 5 pick, wherever you feel like he's going. Like they ain't never done this before. So I don't understand the commentary and the back and forth over all of these, syndicated platforms of he not throwing because of this. And then you got people in the YouTube streets, he's scared of competition, and he this and he that. His tape is his tape. That's what the evaluators got. They got his tape, and trust me, NFL evaluator, they gonna evaluate the heck out of that tape. And Shador has everything to lose and nothing to gain
Right.
from performing in the acrobatics of the NFL Combine. Again, I'm gonna say it again. He has everything to lose and nothing to gain. All right. So if you are already considered a consensus top quarterback in this draft, and then an overall top 5 pick in this draft, what do you have to gain by going out there and performing in NFL acrobatics, as known as NFL Combine? Absolutely nothing. I can tell you what he is going to do. He's going to go to the NFL Combine. He's going to show his charisma. He's going to show his professionalism. He's going to show his knowledge of the game when he's in those meeting rooms with those coaches and those evaluators and those GMs of those NFL organizations. That's what he's going to do. And he's going to blow their socks off by doing it. All right? That's what he's going to do. And when he gets to that pro day, it's going to be a huge pro day. Because you're probably going to have all 32 teams sending a representation out there to Colorado to be at that pro day. You watch. But Shador, again, he has everything to lose, nothing to gain from throwing or running or lifting at the NFL Combine.
The Combine has a lot unfamiliar to me with Black history. And some people will understand what I'm saying is this here. When they in Black history, you'll see things like when they wanted to sell property, they would put them together and they'd have them out there and they'd look at their arms and look at their legs, look at their teeth, look how fast they could run and all of that stuff. That's what the Combine is. They think they selling horses or something out there. And so for folks who understand Black history, that's all they're doing is looking at them and saying, hey, telling you what you gonna do. That jump, run, dance, fetch it. That's all they doing. That's what they're telling you. They're telling you. And what it is this one here. Two different. Two don't have to dance to they drums. They beat them drums. Two tell them, this is my draft. This is my football. This is my field. I own the Combine. Them are my fans out there. They come to see two. All of them. Those are his fans. And y'all is in his world. And you better get in line because two is the one. And you better recognize. And y'all better do something. You better acknowledge him because he's that one. And that's what they having a problem with. They have to acknowledge two because he's him. And they don't want to do it. They want two to do what they want him to do. And two is drive. Hey, two, it's a song say Juicy drive him crazy. Two drive him crazy. He's driving them crazy. And we got people on this podcast sit up here running what they call their mouth. Oh, he should do this, he should do this. Let me explain something to y'all people who tell somebody else what they should do. It doesn't matter what you think. You ain't putting no work in. You ain't going to the Combine. You ain't gonna be drafted number one. So if you ain't gonna be drafted number one, I like what like what Sergeant Waters told him in Soldier Story. What you got to say, nobody really care what you got to say. It don't matter what you say. Because what you say means absolutely nothing. So when you talk to me about two, I'll tell you this one here. When you start and you're the number one draft pick in a draft, you tell people what to do. You tell people, quit letting people tell you what to do. You drive the car. Two is driving. Everybody else is on the passenger side. Enjoy the ride, fellas. Enjoy the ride, ladies. But quit trying to tell a grown man what he's supposed to be doing, or a grown lady. If that lady want to wear her red bottoms, let her wear a red bottom. If that young lady want to go and wear that nice outfit, let her wear her nice outfit. And what you do, you just should admire it, look at it, and say, ooh, that's nice there. But don't come here talking. And for people on the podcast land, you do people a disservice. Y'all experts on everything and don't know nothing. And the reason I say you're experts on everything, you can tell us 1,000 reasons why he should do it. But if it was your child, and when you're dealing with that kind of money, and you did it, it would tell me how smart you are. Because when it comes to dollars and cents, if it don't make dollars, it don't make no dang on sense. Back to you, BWatts.
Ooh-wee. Boy, he laid the smack down. Boy, that rabbit got the gun tonight. Why? And then we come behind that. You said it all. Shit. We really can end the show. You just did Black History. Boy. Hey, that was a good take though, Steve, because that's what it's all about, bro. You said it. I wouldn't have said that. Well, you know, Steve said it, sponsors. I didn't say it. He said it. But I'm just saying, hey, that's what it's out. That's what it is. I mean, it is what it is. And they don't think Coach Prime know that, what it is. He did it. Coach Prime said, I just went out there and ran the 40 and picked up my shoes and left. I ain't interviewed, I ain't did nothing. So they tried to talk to him. He asked him, say, hey, what pick you got? Say, Coach Prime said, we got number 8. He said, man, I ain't gonna be around here for that. I ain't gonna be around here for that. So what we got to talk about? So, oh yeah, I got a question. Pro day. Nah, draft day. Follow me. Coach Prime said he's gonna have it at both. Draft day with Shadur, Travis, Jimmy, LeJounte, and everybody else gonna be in Green Bay. The NFL Network gonna be in Green Bay, or will you think the NFL Network gonna be in Boulder too? If they want them, I'm sure they want Shadur and Travis on film on TV. You think they're gonna have to write a check, Big Steve, to Coach Prime to get them boys up? Y'all think they're gonna have to write a check for them?
They do it anyway. If you watch the drafts, they always gonna have for certain players, they're going to put the cameras in their house or wherever they're gonna be. They're gonna put the cameras there. And when you got the show, to me, it's all about this one here. The show is Colorado. And when the
Right.
show is Colorado, why am I, like Coach Prime said, why am I going to your house when you got to, and that's what they're mad about, that they have to come to his house because he's going to start something that they're going to be like, golly. And can you imagine the recruiting that it takes? You got to do things different. Everything, and that's why people crack me up. But the tradition, make your own tradition. Thank you. For families, make your own tradition. Quit telling folks what they used to do. They used to do a lot of things. They used to have you with you had chains on you. They ain't got you on there no more. So
Right.
all I'm telling is this here. Stop with all this. Well, this is the way they do it. It don't mean it's right. Don't mean it's right. We can do things 100 different ways. Don't mean it's right. All I'm telling you, I understand for people, oh man, it'd be so nice. Walk around what? That's like, okay, you graduated, didn't you walk across stage for that? Yeah, you walk across when you're a star, you walked across quite a few stages. Do something different. Do something different. Everybody done did that. Everybody did that. Show me something different. You ain't seen nothing different with that number one sitting in his crib, in his university, where he did his work. I want to be where I put my work in. Well, and then your other fellow players get to celebrate with you, and they get to experience the NFL draft themselves. And the next thing, who in the blue wants to go to Green Bay during that time of the year? Now I can see. Now I can see if it was Miami. Now I can see if it was Las Vegas. Now I can see if it was Houston, because they told me them wings in Houston are really delicious. I can see if it was in Atlanta. But if you're not in Green, the women that certain people like in Green Bay, I don't know nothing about that. I like them women in H-Town and other Atlanta, Miami, Vegas. Green Bay, man, miss me with that. As cold as it's gonna be, man, you gonna have, man, please, what you gonna do for that week? Man, send me to Colorado every day, all day. And then when I'm in Colorado and I get to celebrate with my teammates, that's the way you want to go and do it that way. And the NFL going to get even more ratings, because now they're going to be showing Green Bay and Colorado. And then you're going to have, this is what you're going to have. Watch after Coach Prime does this. Watch how many people like Alabama and them going to start doing it, because they're going to Michigan, USC. Watch them start doing it, because they're going to realize the publicity and what that shows your university to the entire world. That's what you want, while everybody else is in Green Bay freezing their balls off. Back to you, BWatts.
All right, guys. Appreciate you on that segment there, man. So, JR, Black History Month. Give me what you think about it. Share with the people about Black History Month.
Oh man, hey, BWatts, man, thank you for giving me the opportunity, man, to speak a little bit about Black history and just highlighting one of our heroes, man, one of my personal heroes. If you've been watching the news and understanding what's going on in the military, as far as the highest person, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, was recently dismissed from that position, fired, is what they then put all across the television screens. But that man is General Charles Quentin Brown Jr., call sign CQ. Second African-American to be elected and nominated and placed into the position of the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. So what that means for anybody that don't have a little military knowledge, what that means is that you are the head of all of those departments. There's only one person over you, one person, and that person is the Secretary of Defense. So as the leader of all forces, he was the leader of all forces, right? So he was nominated to the position in 2023, and he served in it as recently as February 21st, 2025. General Brown was a pioneer. If you get a chance, look him up, look his bio up. It's available on the internet. You can look his bio up. But I'm just going to hit a few things. He was the first African American to be the Chief of Staff of the Air Force, a branch of service that I proudly serve in, that I have done so for 20 years, and I'm at retirement, y'all. I'm there. I done made it. But he has served as the first African American. He served as the first African American as the chairman of the Chief of Staff of the Air Force. That's the highest position in the Air Force. So he served in that position from 2020 until 2023, till he went on to be the highest leader in the military branches, across all branches. And again, we making history. We talking about history. We talking about Black history. He also served as the commander of the Pacific Command. We call it PACAF. That's just a little military lingo. But the Pacific Command, that is the largest command in the Department of Defense. It spans across multiple countries, right? So we're talking about he's had the opportunity to lead hundreds of thousands of airmen, of sailors, of soldiers, of Marines, of guardians. He's had that opportunity to lead them all. And a little bit known fact, you know where he from, BWatts? Just take a
But
wild guess, BWatts. Just take a wild
Texas,
guess.
Texas.
Oh yeah. Born in San Antonio, Texas. Graduate of Texas Tech University, a Big 12 school. So shout out to them Red Raiders. But when I say a pioneer, when I say innovating, when I say inspiring, I had the opportunity in my career to meet him twice. Once as a lieutenant general, that's a 3-star general, and then once as a general, 4-star general. At that time, he was the general of the PACAF command. Uh, Great mind, great conversationalist, very inspiring to me throughout my career. And so I hated to see that news, but I don't even want to talk about that. That is what it is. I want to give him his flowers and salute to him, General Brown, General CQ Brown, as we call him. Salute to you, sir. You have been very inspiring to me in my career. I've loved the direction you have taken the Air Force, and your memory, sir, will not die. And I just appreciate you, and I appreciate the lineage that you have left behind for young men like me and others that I serve with, to see that we can be leaders. We are leaders. We are leaders of men. We are leaders of women, and we can do it better than no other. So salute to you, General CQ Brown. Enjoy retirement. It's well reserved. And I just know, knowing him and having the opportunity to meet him on several occasions, I know he's going to be an advocate for all the armed forces services, as he has been removed from the highest position. But I know he's still going to be an advocate. Y'all just wait and see. So salute to you, General CQ Brown.
All right. Come on, let's give a hand clap to JR and his service and his commitment and to his service that he has done for us here in the United States. Appreciate you, JR, for getting us that. Steve, shout out to us, your section. I didn't know JR was going to go that long, but hey, he did what he did. He did a good job there.
No, congrats on that, JR. When you're dealing with something like the general who has the dignity, respect, and the accolades that he has, General Brown, he needs to be recognized. And what you're going to have is this 5 minutes right there. That's not enough for him. For
Right,
CQ General Brown. General Brown deserves much more. What he has is the respect of his people. When you got the respect of your people, that's all you could ask for, and,
right,
and you go from there. And that's what we want to do. We're saying Black history, but I tell people this isn't Black history. It's American history. It's all history. This ain't no color thing pertaining to history. It's just people who have done great things. And I'm gonna throw something at y'all first, and then we'll go from there pertaining to why Black history is so important. Not just Black history, any history, your history, whoever's on here, whatever your nationality is, your history is important. Let me throw this scenario out to you. Just imagine that I was in a country and it was just Black people, the only person in this country, in this country. And in this country, you had another group of people who came and they were in a boat. They came over and say, "Hey, we just discovered this here." And I'm looking at them say, "You can't discover something that I'm already here. That makes no sense, but we'll let you come in. You come on in." And we like, okay, we give you some food, we let you eat and everything else. And then we say, okay, thank you. And then next thing you know, you done put your feet on our couch and everything else, and you start building houses and everything else. Next thing you know, you go leave. Some of you go leave, come back, say, we found this land, come back. Next thing you know, what happens is this here, you take over the country from me, and then you start calling me a savage. And when you call me a savage, then you write in the history books that the savages were attacking you and you that savages are attacking you, and you're looking like, well, how are they savages and they were, and how am I a savage and I was here first? But if you don't know your history, that's why it's important for you to understand someone else is going to narrate your story. And that's what happened to the Indians. If you look at it, the Indians are called savages. And how are they savages when it's their country? It makes no sense, but that's all we do. We repeat that same foolishness. We go and say what? How are they savages? It's their country. How are they savages? But if that's the narrative that goes, that's what people are going to repeat. And you're going to repeat it over and over. Oh, they're savages. And how? It was their country. You're visiting. So with that being said, that's why I tell you Black history is so important. Let's go here. Let me tell you the beauty about these wonderful people. In 1885, Sarah Good invented the folding cabinet bed. Chef George Crumb in 1853 made the first potato chip. Granville T. Woods invented the multiplex telegram. Alexander Miles in 1887, the automatic elevator doors. Benjamin Banneker, America's first clock. You're going to go with Lewis Lattimore, invented the light bulb filament. We're going to go with Sarah Breedlove Walker, the first self-made female millionaire with hair products. You're going to go with Charles Richard Drew, responsible for the blood bank. We're going to go with Garrett Morgan, invented the gas mask. Right. We're going to talk about the Peanut Man, George Washington Carver, father of biochemical engineering. These are just a few people. I didn't go and say Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington. I didn't even want to do no sports because they did great things. I'm going on greatness with the mind. These people invented things. These people developed stuff. These people created things. And what I want you to realize is this. These people got patents to their creations. Just imagine all of the slaves that weren't able to get patents because they were slaves. The things that they created that someone else took, and their families are generational wealth because of their creations and their products. And you got millions of them out there. What we have to do, and what I'll tell people is this with him. My son, I can bring my son down there right now. He's 6 years old. He can do the Martin Luther King speech right off the bat because he loves Martin Luther King. He honors Martin Luther King, and he respects him. And my point is this one here. We're doing, instead of your kids twerking and rapping, rap about your history. If you see Kendrick Lamar now, them dudes know their history. They hitting things where they can go back and say, on this time, blah, 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 this here, Tupac, history, the intellects. You'll go with comedians. People laugh at comedians, but if you listen to Cat Williams and stuff like that, he knows history. Cat Williams, knowledgeable. And all I'm asking, this ain't no knock on nobody. All I'm saying for people is this one here. We need to teach. And what I say is teach is this one here. We need to quit going by, well, I heard. What I heard ain't teaching. Go get yourself a book in that book, they have done the work, they have proven it, it's facts. And they got the evidence to show that this really happened, and teach your people. People say all the time, well, we should, if y'all really want to hear something, go listen to Martin Luther King's last speech. When he was in the church, if you listen to his last speech, you'll realize Martin Luther King realized that he made some mistakes. And because of that, he changed his attitude. He was going more to what Malcolm was saying than what he said initially, because he realized that he didn't have the American dream. And that because of that, you need to understand this here. You can't wait for people to save you. You need to save yourselves, and you can save yourself. And this ain't let me end it with this. This ain't have nothing to do with a color. This has to do with people. We're wonderful people, white people, black people, green people, yellow people. I've met outstanding people on all sets of the board, all the way across the world. But what I'll tell you is this one here. I don't depend on anyone to ensure my family is fed, my family is educated, my family is covered. That's my job. And until we get to that point where we're saying the village is gonna take care of this, then don't expect nobody else to come save you, because I don't. Ain't nobody got to come save me. That's my job. And I'm gonna make sure that I do my job and I do it right. And I just congratulate y'all for being the people that you are, because I can tell a lot of people on this here are doing the same thing, BWatts, and they're doing the same thing because they know in order to get to that next level, because of the things that's going down right now, be prepared. Because I'm saying be prepared, because this here, all them jewelry and all that nonsense, with things getting ready to go down pretty soon, as far as the economy and things like that, you better be ready to say, hey, if you don't have a job, ask yourself, if I lose my job, will I be able to pay my bills? If the answer is no, you better get yourself a skill that'll help you hustle and make you money if that happens. BWatts, that's all I'm telling people. Get prepared, get ready, because when times get hard, you need to be ready for it. So with that, Black History is a fantastic month. Back to you, BWatts, and you close us out.
Appreciate y'all for that segment there on the Black History. I know we lost Lil Bucky and JJ probably in the story that JR was saying and Steve was saying, but hey, that's some good knowledge that they just put out. I know Steve said something about the music. I'm sure Lil Bucky got mad, but Lil Bucky, you my dog. You know I got you, don't you? I got you about 45 seconds of the coach. You know what I'm saying? The coach. And then we'll come back and close it out. Come on, Jesus. Oh, yeah, you know him, Lil Bucky. Jesus finna talk to you. All right, Lil Bucky, I took you to the boom boom room. You can't say I left you out, Lil Bucky. Lil Bucky, you can't say I left you out. He said, I'm gonna get the rest of the yams and take it to my auntie house. Hey man, we just here having fun, man, trying to make this day go by. Hey, appreciate them. Once again, you got it, man. That's the time of death, boy. That's the time of death. Appreciate it, TW. But once again, man, appreciate everybody for tuning in. It was a great show tonight, man. I'm telling you. Steve, JR, they know how to go along with the script, guys. They good at what they do. That's why I'm glad and I'm blessed. And we all blessed to have Steve and JR on the show every Tuesday night. Again, what they know how to do and make the show go by and make it a blessing to each and one of us. It's a joy. Sometimes I just can't wait to Tuesday night. I just saying I can't wait to Tuesday night. I enjoy Thursday, I enjoy Sunday, and I love doing my solo, but Tuesday night, special to my heart. Appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all from afar. You my brothers. Coach Dre, Greg said it, all of them. Everybody in the chat, love y'all, man. Appreciate you. Jill, last word, we out of here.
Nah, hey, salute to you again, BWatts, man, Uncle Steve, man, everybody in the chat. Man, it's Black History Month, man. Y'all celebrate it. It's Black History Month every day. It's Black History Day every day. But why they recognize that month, why they still recognize our month, celebrate it hard. Take these last 3 days, celebrate it hard. Be unapologetically yourself. And that's Black, if that's what you are. But again, man, BWatts, man, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the platform. Appreciate you allowing me to provide some information to a service, to a leader that was near and dear to my career and to my growth as an African American man serving in the United States Air Force. So I appreciate that opportunity and salute to you. Uncle Steve, it's to you, sir.
Well, with that being said, BWatts, it's always a pleasure to be here with you, young fella. What I would tell you is this one here. History, your history is every day. Every day we breathe is our history. So I don't put 28 days with my history. It's 365 until I'm gone. And then it starts right back the next year. So we make history. So every day we do stuff, we're making history. With that being said, thank you all the wonderful people out there in podcast land for sitting down with us and listening to us for a little bit. And BWatts, the great thing I know about you is this one here. When you get off the show early, we know somebody in your ear. I heard her whispering in your ear, and you look when that head go to moving like this here. She said, "Hey, come over here, Daddy." And you know what he do? He do this here. He do. You like that little puppy. You like that little puppy.
I tell you, boy, I can't
You
beat this
want some, you
dude.
want some you want some biscuits and gravy? Yeah, baby,
I,
I want some biscuits and
I
gravy.
can't beat this shit. Can't beat it, Jimmy. I can't beat it, boy. Well,
Well,
you can't
God
even.
bless you, man. Enjoy. Go get your snack. Go get your Scooby snacks, B Watts. I understand. Go get your Scooby snacks. Enjoy. God bless. We'll see you next time. And play that music. Play that music, B Watts. Go ahead, B Watts.
Steve, take care of yourself, man.
God bless.
God bless my brother.